Hello, guys. As we step into the new year, 2025, there are definitely some individuals we probably should have left behind in 2024. Naturally, the first name that comes to mind is Vexbalts, and if you're not familiar with the TikTok drama surrounding him, don't worry, it's honestly pretty ridiculous. But there's another name that I think belongs on this list, and that's iSpice. If you've been keeping up with my channel or following iSpice's content in general, you'll know there's a consensus that her music is, well, not great. From her awful song lyrics, no further explanation needed, to the fact that her tracks all sound the same and her reputation as a less than stellar person, it's hard to find redeeming qualities. The truth is, after her big breakout in 2023, where she had multiple songs on the Billboard Top 100 and amassed over 40 million monthly listeners, her popularity has been dropping fast. And by fast, I mean drastically. Because since her initial legendary rise in 2023, where she gained over 40 million monthly listeners, as of today, she's lost just about over half, which is still a large and impressive number in comparison to some other artists. It's just uncertain how long the remainder will last, considering her already rapid decline.
The fall-off of iSpice needs to be studied because this is crazy. Last year around this time, she was the most poppin' artist on TikTok, and that meant that she was the most poppin' on Spotify as well, because all these people would listen to her viral songs on here and then go on to Spotify to listen to her some more. But ever since Warner removed all of their music from TikTok, she has just been falling off so hard, because I haven't heard a single thing about her over the past 2 months. And that's what happens when your whole existence, your whole success relies on your songs going viral on TikTok. Like, obviously it's a good tool, but when that's all you got, you don't have real fans who are gonna keep checking in to see what you're dropping, keep checking in with you on other platforms and carry you, you're done. And I already know people are gonna be like, oh, 60 million monthly listeners is not falling off or whatever, but you need to remember, this is someone who at one point had 30 million, maybe even 40, 50 million, all because of TikTok, and their music is not getting back here again. And you can see her latest song right there, Give Me a Light, got 8 million streams. Look at everything else that she was dropping before.
It's safe to say that 2024 was not iSpice's year. Somehow, she even managed to make her way into Fortnite with her own custom skin and emotes, but it was a complete flop. I couldn't find a single positive review or comment about it. Reddit was flooded with criticism, with posts saying things like, iSpice should have never been in Fortnite. She is literally an icon of self-degradation, moral bankruptcy, and over-sexualization. Something that shouldn't be promoted, not to mention promoted in a 13+ game. I'm not going to say the kind of stuff she does, like her signature move, but you can already guess it's not the most appropriate thing ever. I don't even want to go into the fact that she's a non-talent. So many respectful and talented artists out there, yet they go with her. It's a disgrace. As we can tell, this person clearly loves and appreciates iSpice and wants more skins for her in Fortnite. But no, on a serious note, iSpice could not catch a break in 2024. Whether it was Reddit hate, TikTok hate, or Instagram hate, the internet basically came together as a collective to let iSpice know that her time was up, that she had quote-unquote melted. And on a side note, I personally think if iSpice wasn't such an unlikable person, meaning she wasn't constantly in public feuds with other like creators, for example the female rapper Nicki Minaj or the TikTok creator Mads, the hatred she receives wouldn't be as strong. iSpice's terrible personality gives people a reason to not feel bad for hating on her. I mean, it's reported that in one of the most recent dramas she was just involved in, resulted in her losing 500,000 followers in 12 days.
My God, y'all gotta get in here and check this out. iSpice must have really pissed y'all off because she done lost 540,000 followers in the last 12 days on Instagram. Yesterday alone, she lost 8,000 followers. Now, this entire situation is literally also crazy and is coming shortly after Cleotrapa did a story time on TikTok detailing why her and iSpice are no longer friends. To be honest, Ice has been relatively quiet regarding the situation. I mean, she did do a little Twitter spaces about it, but she didn't really say much. But regardless, people are thinking that she lost all these followers due to the way she treated Cleo, and that's simply not true. But I want to go ahead and get into some of the reactions of people finding out iSpice lost all these followers.
Losing 500,000 followers in such a short time is wild, no matter how you look at it. Over 500,000 fans decided in roughly a week that they were done supporting her. It's unbelievable. And that's not even counting the fact that her monthly listeners have been cut in half, dropping from 40 million to under 20 million. This is why I think she should have been left behind in 2024, alongside Vexballs. As expected, 2025 has barely begun, and it's already shaping up to be her worst year in the music industry. But before we get into the recent events of 2025, there's still one major issue that has been, and continues to be, a big factor in her downfall, and that's her weight loss.
Breaking news, this is a new picture of Ice Spice, and she looks like she's gotten a little skinnier. I hope this is not an Ariana Grande situation because it's starting to look like it. Looking kind of sick at this point, but alright, I guess if that's how she wants to look, that's how she wants to look.
Now, before we dive deeper, let's be clear. People should feel free to look however they want, whether that's being thin, curvy, or anything in between. It's their choice, and it doesn't matter. But when you're a well-known celebrity whose career heavily revolves around showcasing your body, it's inevitable that people will have opinions when you make noticeable changes. It's what you promote and what you're most recognized for. In Ice Spice's case, when her music already isn't well received, her appearance becomes the main thing people focus on. So, when she suddenly loses a significant amount of weight, which many fans see as making her less attractive, it's no surprise that some people stop supporting her. Most posts I've come across about Ice Spice these days either compare her to her previous self, with people saying she looked better before, or they're simply asking what happened because she now looks unwell or unhealthy. One viral tweet from Creepy is just one example of the many posts discussing her transformation, with the caption simply asking, "What happened to Ice Spice?" The only explanation that seems plausible is that she wanted to prioritize her health. I doubt she would willingly make a change like this, knowing it would harm her career rather than help it. Now that we've addressed that, let's move on to why 2025 is shaping up to be one of her toughest years yet. As we can see from this clip, she was even booed off stage. Getting booed off stage at a festival that you're literally headlining is sick work. But honestly, I don't even blame the crowd, because I'd do it too if I paid money for a ticket and the artist decided to show up 20 minutes late. Yes, you heard that right. Ice Spice was originally supposed to be on stage for 30 minutes, but instead she showed up 25 minutes late to her own set. And just 5 minutes after she started performing, they had to cut her mic on stage because her time was up. It was also reported that some fans had traveled up to 6 hours to get there and paid upwards of $350 for a ticket to this festival. And it's just insane how disrespectful that is to some people's time and money. Some fans in the crowd were also complaining that even when she was on stage, she hardly performed and just looked uninterested. And this would have definitely sent me over the edge, because not only did I waste $350, you don't even want to be here. This had people going to the festival's Instagram page and asking for an answer. Because how one person put it, she did one song, hardly performed, sounded shocking, and then just left. The festival eventually responded to the Instagram comments saying, "Hey, we understand that Ice Spice's delayed arrival caused some frustration. Managing a stacked festival means that we have to be extremely firm with scheduled set times. We had a strict curfew of 12:30 and needed to ensure that Chase and Status went on stage on time so you could all enjoy the New Year's Eve countdown." Which basically just translates to, Ice Spice screwed us over too, and we will never ask her to come back. Luckily though, Ice Spice recently offered a brief apology to the fans' time and money she wasted, and you guys will never guess what that apology was. According to this Yahoo article, Ice Spice said, and I quote, "I'm sorry guys, surely y'all can forgive me. It was my birthday, and it takes a long time to look like a Barbie."
Where is it? Where's the rest?
The apology, Ice Spice, where is the rest?
Skylar, where is it?
The apology.
There's absolutely no way her apology for potentially ruining people's New Year's Eve celebration by showing up late was just, "Y'all can forgive me." I genuinely can't believe she's a real person. This perfectly highlights the problem with people who think their time is more valuable than everyone else's just because they have a large following. If it were my money she wasted, I'd honestly rather she lied to me than offered this lazy apology. Say you were stuck in traffic. Say your dressing room caught on fire. Anything. But claiming it takes a long time to look like a Barbie and then only performing for 5 minutes feels like a massive slap in the face. Anyway, that's all for today. Let me know in the comments how you'd feel if Ice Spice showed up 25 minutes late to a show you paid $350 for. Insane behavior. I'm Willia. Thanks for watching Will Speak. See you in the next video. Peace.